everybody. Welcome back to the Coffee Convos podcast, where the best conversations happen over coffee. I'm your host, Alyssa, and we're here in Orange County today. We are celebrating International Women's Day. It's March 8th, and we are closing out this month's episode, highlighting and talking to some of the women who are talking at today's event, hosted by The Collective and 365 Dots. So we're here at Morning Lavender Cafe, and I'm so excited to ask some of these women the questions that we ask on our Coffee Convos podcast, which are, what's a piece of advice that you would give to aspiring entrepreneurs and creators? And if you could have a Coffee Convos with anybody, who would it be and why?
My name is Kimberly Pham. I'm the owner and CEO of Morning Lavender Boutique and Cafe. We're an online women's clothing boutique, and we also have 2 retail locations, including our flagship concept Cafe and Boutique in Tustin, California. My piece of advice for entrepreneurs and other creatives would to be really find what inspires you. Find what your passion is and really pursue that by going through the steps necessary to fulfill your goals. If your planet is not in line with what your passion and purpose is, then don't do it. Wake up every day with that kind of integrity, with that kind of mindset, and as long as you put all your hard work into it, you can definitely achieve it. Wow, there's so many inspiring people out there, especially women. I'd probably want to have it with someone like Jessica Alba, who I feel like has a great balance of being a woman, being a mother, and also an entrepreneur and a creative. For me, I feel like, as a woman, it's about finding that balance and really, figuring out who you are, your self-worth, and also being a mentor for others as well.
My name's Megan Clem. I am the owner and founder of Intertwined Events, a luxury wedding and event planning company. We also own a social media agency called Become Intertwined. And in our free time, of which we have none, we founded an amazing nonprofit called RAD Camp. It stands for Rising Above Disabilities, and we provide camps and programs to adults and children with developmental disabilities. My best piece of advice to aspiring creatives and entrepreneurs would be to never give up. Just because someone tells you a no, that's a no for right there. It doesn't mean it's a no forever. Be passionate, be driven, be willing to work really hard. No one owes you anything. No one's gonna give you anything. But if you prove that you are what you preach, you deliver what you say you're going to, and that you really love what you do, that comes out and that attracts the right people to you, and you'll be successful, but a lot of hard work. If I could have a coffee or convo with anyone, I actually think that it would be my great-grandmother, my Nona. I never met her, and I come from a line of incredibly strong women, but I have heard that it started with her. And she immigrated here from Italy, raised 6 kids by herself, had a day job, had a side hustle, provided for everyone, and I think that that's probably where this line of women who said, I will not take no for an answer came from. And I think I would love to know what it was like to not be necessarily, don't get me wrong, right now with Me Too and everything else going on, women still have a long way to go, but I can't even imagine back then what that struggle must have been like, and for her to know and find that within herself to provide for her family and to stand strong. I would love to meet her.
Hey, I'm Connie Abubakar. I am an Insta blogger, OC Comestible, Orange County Comestible meaning food, and I just featured restaurants and food around Orange County, and also home cooking and events that's happening around Orange County, yes. Okay, so my piece of advice would be, you set a goal, and with that goal, you just have to be passionate about it, and you just have to go at that. And don't let any fears or any limitations that prevent you from getting to that goal. So just, we can do anything, and as long as we set our goals and we'll get passionate into doing that stuff, and don't make excuses, So I think, like I said, my goal this year is to get 100 followers, 1,000 followers. So, I'm just gonna go out my way to be bold, get out of my comfort zone, and just go at it. Because, without getting out of my shell, I won't get there. So I just have to get out there and out of my my area, my comfort zone to reach that. I would say Zaf Zacharias. I don't know, he's a theologian, and he's a writer for a lot of books, and it just talks about the faith of Christianity, and so that's one of the person that I would like to talk more about. So yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sandra Barker and I have a website called Cuisine and Travel, and I also run a marketing company called Butterfly Social Media. A piece of advice that I would give to creators and aspiring entrepreneurs would be to really value your work. One common theme that I think a lot of the women have talked about today is that they really undervalue what they're worth, and they are usually taking less than they deserve or discounting themselves. And I think that our work is really worth a lot, and we should really value it. We should negotiate our rates more. We should, negotiate our contracts and really not waste our time or do things that aren't really what make us happy, or they don't really, value all the work that we do. I mean, if I was gonna have a coffee conversation with anyone, it would probably be my grandpa, but that's just because I'm all sensitive and, sentimental. Like, okay, if I can pick anyone in the world, I would pick my grandpa, or, I don't know, maybe you would pick Jesus. But those are probably like the only two people that I'm like, okay, this would be a great conversation, or oh, this would be really sweet and nice.
Hi guys, my name is Colin Janeway and I am with Stare Cosmetics, a gluten-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free, awesome long-wearing makeup color cosmetics company. My one piece of advice is really listen to your heart, understand what your goals are and stay true to your goals. Write your plans down, make those lists, check in with yourself and be honest with yourself where you're going. Having a coffee and convo with, I think, Michelle Obama. I'm gonna go for the big guns. I feel she is such an inspiring woman, and I would love to just pick her brain about where she's going next and follow her inspiration wherever that takes us.
I'm Alexis Schultz. I am the co-founder of Nectar Juice Bar. I run the R&D. I created all the recipes, which of course is my favorite part. It's fun to make all the stuff. My number one is give up the idea of perfection. Be prepared for things to not always be perfect. And really be gracious with yourself when you make mistakes and things. I think that's probably number one. And then the other piece is just really surround yourself with other people who are willing to be vulnerable, who are willing to share in their imperfections, their failures. I mean, I think that's truly how we connect and support one another. And I think that's such a big part of our success. My dad, he passed away when I was 5, so